So this brings me to one of my other major points. You can tell me what you teach. You can tell me what your doctrinal statement is. You can have it all written out. And it's the best wording ever. And that might be what you say we believe as a church, what we affirm. But what you practice really tells me what you believe. And the truth, as I've been studying church history more and more, especially getting some good insights from the Lord of Spirits podcast with Father Stephen DeYoung and Father Andrew Damick. One of the things I'm learning about church history is that doctrinal statements are reflections of praxis. Our praxis actually precedes doctrine. What we do is what we end up believing. And this is just true to just developmental psychology. This is what Jean Piaget noticed, that we practice things before we understand them, before we verbalize them, before we can state them. Heck, most of the time, what we do is based more off our emotions than our reason, our intellect. Our justifications are usually post hoc. We do something and then we try to come up with a justification for it. So it takes a lot of effort to have your reason precede your behavior. So you can tell me all sorts of stuff about what you teach and what you believe as a church, but I'm going to look more at what you actually do. And as we change what we do, eventually the doctrinal statements will evolve to match what we do. That's been the trend throughout church history. A doctrine is really a codification of tradition. And this rings true for me as a therapist, as a psychotherapist. People tell me all the time what they think they believe, but what really shows me that they believe deep down is their behavior, how they act. You tell me you're not scared of something, but when you keep avoiding it, you tell me there's something else going on there. There's some fear. Tell me you love your spouse, but you're cheating on her. You're abusing her. Words are cheap. You could tell me you uphold the biblical doctrine of marriage and sexuality, but when you give a free pass to people who are in active rebellion against it, it tells you what you really believe. And then you have the nerve to say that you are restoring relationships, you're literally saving lives, you're affirming them, or at least permitting them to destroy their lives. That's not restoring them.